Hey Libra, so it's me Alexis. Welcome back to my astrology channel, and today I'm going to be giving you guys your horoscope and tarot reading for the new moon in Libra on September 28th. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. If you are a Libra Sun or Rising, this video will apply for you, and it also applies to me, so this will also be a reading for me. So yeah, I mean honestly, I don't know what's going on in this reading, because this reading will be important for us because, you know, it's in our sign. So, you know, I have this anticipation that we will be read to filth for this. So, you know, just take comfort in knowing that I will also be read for filth. So, yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So, Libra. This is how the universe kind of looks right now. The new moon in Libra will be happening on September 28th, and it's going to be in 5 degrees. And the one notable kind of dynamic that I do want to talk about is how the transiting Venus will be squared to the transiting Pluto. And that Venus square Pluto things can kind of make your relationships or connections really tense. It can make things kind of go up in an upheaval. It can be kind of, you know, disturbing. So Libra, that might not be to your liking, but that is what's happening at the moment. And, you know, Libra is going to be the sign of peace. It's going to be the sign of tranquility, fairness, and justice. And Libra, that is our key word. Like, that is our bread and butter. When it comes to anything that we do, we try our best to be fair. We try to be considerate. We try to watch out for the other person. And it's now a really good time for us to kind of embody that bread and butter that we do all the time, because this new moon is going to be happening in our first house. And the first house is, you know, your self-expression, how you consciously see yourself, and how you carry yourself out. And we carry ourselves out by being polite. We try our best to be diplomatic, and we try our best to, you know, be fair to other people. On the downside though, we kind of suck at being fair to ourselves, and we can kind of ruin relationship dynamics because we don't really know how to be fair when we claim to be fair. So that's one thing for us. Now, the transiting Pluto is going to be in our 4th house, which is the house of family, the house of, you know, your upbringing, your sense of, you know, safe space, your sense of comfort. And, you know, with, you know, a transiting 4th house Pluto being squared to, like, you know, our, you know, the transiting Venus in our 1st house, the conflict there is that, you know, we're in the process of trying to create new strides in initiating our identity and, you know, really, you know, being true to ourselves when it comes to fairness and being fair to ourselves specifically. But maybe when it comes to our families, or maybe when it comes to like our childhood, we were told something else. Maybe, I mean, with a Capricorn 4th house, maybe we were told to be, you know, competent. You know, rather than be fair, we were told to be competent. We were told to be successful. We were told to be practical. And sometimes, you know, those sayings compromised with how we were, you know, being fair to ourselves or unfair to ourselves. And because of that, you know, there is that clash there where you're kind of sitting here thinking, you know, should I listen to myself now, or should I listen to what I've always known? This could also be like family issues too, because maybe you're in the process of just being who you really are, and maybe your parents or maybe your roommates or the, you know, or the people in your living situation, maybe they don't really agree with that. So Libra, I think we are reaching a point in our lives where we're trying to accept ourselves for who we are, and being fair to ourselves, and, you know, being truly considerate, you know, not only to someone else but to ourselves. But at the same time, we have to combat with, you know, the mindset that, like, you know, it doesn't really matter if we're fair or not. We have to be successful, and we have to be practical and stuff like that. So we kind of have to, you know, realize and kind of think, you know, who are we really, and how can we work, you know, hard to be who we really are. I think this new moon is going to be an opportunity for us to kind of make new strides, and at least being fair to ourselves, and at least being considerate of ourselves and other people, so that we can be genuine and, you know, be who we are. Like, I think this new moon is about us. Like, literally, it's the 1st house. So yeah, let's go ahead and kind of look at your cards and see what's going on. Okay, wait, let me like, okay, well, I'm already looking at these cards, and I know that they're personally for me. I mean, honestly, personally, but I mean, I can see how this resonates personally with me, but I want to see how it personally resonates with you guys, because I'm not surprised that a message like this popped up. Let me show you guys. So I got the 6 of Swords, got the High Priestess. And I got the Nine of Cups reversed. Try to make it clear. Okay, so there's a story playing out here. I mean, the 4th house is involved, which is your family and your living situation. It could be like your roommates or whatever, but you know, it could be your family, or people from your past. I mean, the 4th house is like family, upbringing, and all of that. As of right now, you know, there is someone in your life where you feel like there isn't emotional fulfillment. You're looking at this person and you're just feeling like, you know, why do I stay with you if you make me feel like crap? To be quite honest, like, you're looking at a certain person and you feel like every time you hang out with them or every time you associate with them, you just don't feel happy. You just don't feel emotionally fulfilled. You don't feel safe to express how you feel. You don't feel emotionally at peace with this person, and you just don't think that they're the right fit for you when it comes to emotional matters. And Libra, I think there may be a point where like you have to sail away. So it's interesting because, like, you know, it's this depiction. It's, you know, it's a person and another. Is that another person in the picture? No, it's just you. Like, there's like one person on a boat. They're sailing away and they're going to another destination. And behind that is the six swords in the card. So this, to me, like, this is a really strong imagery of like someone walking out of a bad situation, or they're walking to a new situation, but there's a lot of baggage behind. So Libra, I mean, the 4th house is also the house of the past. So this is a time for us to really just let go of the baggage. Like, just let it go. We gotta go. We have new places to go to. We have better places to go to. And we can't stay in the same spot just because, you know, it's the past, you know. We can't just stay there because it's all that we know. No. If we're not feeling great about it, if we're not feeling emotionally validated by certain people in our life, it is fair for us to leave. Okay? So, you know, you feel like some people in your life are just not dealing with you correctly or properly, and you're sick of it, and you're just kind of like, I'm leaving. I'm gonna leave. And it's gonna be a painful time to leave because, you know, you have so much baggage behind. There's so much that went on between you and, you know, this person in particular, like your family. So if you have to leave your family, if you have to take a break from them, I mean, that is one way that this new moon could manifest for you. Or, you know, if you feel like, you know, your living situation is not really livable, you gotta go. You gotta leave. And it's not gonna be easy because, you know, maybe, you know, the person you're leaving has a lot of memories with you. Maybe they've been with you since day one. And it sucks to leave someone after being with them for so long, because all the memories are there, all the actions are there, all the good and the bad are there. And sometimes it's hard to leave and you only remember the good, but you have to remember the bad too. And if there's any tip that you need to have, Libra, I got the High Priestess. You're not crazy. If you feel like you're being crazy, or you feel like, you know, your beliefs are ungrounded and therefore not viable or credible, no. The High Priestess knows what's going on, even when it's all under the surface. You know deep in your heart that something is wrong. You have a deep conviction that, like, there's something going on, and you can't help but act from that conviction. And people may come up to you and be like, well, where's the evidence? Or, that doesn't make sense. Or, that never happened. You know, don't let people gaslight you, I guess. I mean, from this, you know, particular perspective, like, don't let people gaslight you or make you feel such a way where you feel like your emotions aren't credible or validated, because your emotions are valid, and people shouldn't, you know, try to gaslight you for telling you that your feelings are wrong. If you know deep down so firmly in your heart that you know what's going on, then act from that. And honestly, Libra, if you've been feeling uncomfortable for a while with, like, your living situation or your family, like, this new moon could be a good time for you to kind of just be like, nope, I'm out of here. And the purpose of why you're leaving in the first place is because maybe your family or maybe this particular person doesn't really see you for who you are. Maybe this particular person doesn't want you to be who you really are because, like, again, like, this new moon is happening in your first house. You're becoming yourself. You're becoming who you are. And unfortunately, there's going to be some people in your life that don't want you to be who you are, because when you are who you are powerful. You empower yourself when you want to be who you want to be, and people can feel threatened by that. So, Libra, I know that you want to be fair. I know that you want to be considerate of other people, but if there's anyone that you should be considerate if there's anybody, sorry, I'm so passionate. If there's anybody that you want to be considerate to, this time it's you. Literally, it's in your first house. The new moon is in your first house. Like, Libra, you have to be fair to yourself. If you claim to be fair to other people and you are, but you're not fair to yourself, you're not fair. You're not just. You have to be fair to yourself. Like, you're not wrong. Your intuition is right. You are feeling like crap. This person makes you feel like a piece of crap and they suck. And therefore, if you care for yourself, if you want to be fair, you gotta leave. You gotta be free. If you want to express yourself freely and people in your life are not letting you do that, you gotta go. And I'm anticipating that this is a family member because Pluto is in your 4th house right now. So, yeah. That is your reading, Libra. I mean, God, people suck. And we gotta be fair to ourselves. The concept of fairness and justice. Like, if people were truly, great people, if people were truly good, we wouldn't need concepts like fairness and justice, because we wouldn't need, concepts like balance and stuff like that if, only good people exist. But alas, that is not the case. It is the real world, and it is what it is, Libra. I hope you have a good full moon. I hope you come into being and be who you really are, and I hope you guys have a great new moon. I will see you guys next time.